Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you a special story about a boy named Ali. Ali was poor, but he worked hard to make his dreams come true, so let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green fields, lived a boy named Ali. His family was poor, but they were kind, and their hearts were full of love. They lived in a small mud house with a thatched roof. The walls were cracked and the furniture was old, but it was home. Ali's parents worked very hard every day to take care of their family. Ali's father, Yusuf, worked in the fields from sunrise to sunset. He planted seeds, watered the crops, and harvested the fruits and vegetables. His mother, Sarah, worked as a cleaner in the village. She washed clothes, cooked food, and took care of the other villagers' homes. They didn't have much, but they always shared what they had. Ali was an only child. His parents loved him very much. Even though they didn't have a lot of money, they made sure Ali never felt alone. They told him stories at night before bed, and his mother often sang lullabies that made him feel safe and loved. Ali was a smart boy, but being poor made his life hard. Every day he had to walk a long distance to get to school. Sometimes his shoes were torn and his clothes were old and worn out. The other children at school would often make fun of him because he looked different. They had new clothes and shoes, while Ali had to wear clothes that were too small or had holes in them. Despite this, Ali never let the teasing affect him. He was determined to learn. He knew that education was his only way out of poverty. When he walked to school, he would dream of a better life. He dreamed of a day when he could help his parents live a more comfortable life, a life where they didn't have to worry about where their next meal would come from. At school, Ali's teacher, Mr. Ahmed, noticed how hard he worked. Even though he didn't have all the books and materials that the other children had, Ali always paid attention in class and did his homework carefully. One day, Mr. Ahmed called Ali after class. "Ali, you have a bright mind. You are a very special boy," said Mr. Ahmed. "You may not have everything that others do, but you have something more important, a strong will to succeed. Keep working hard and you will go far." Ali was overjoyed to hear his teacher's words. It made him feel like he wasn't invisible, like someone saw his potential. It gave him hope that his dreams could come true. As Ali grew older, the challenges became bigger. His family was getting poorer. His father's health started to decline because of all the hard work in the fields. His mother was working even harder to make ends meet, but there was always less money for food and clothes. Ali knew that things were difficult, but he refused to give up. Every day after school, Ali would help his parents with the housework. He carried heavy buckets of water from the well, helped his father in the fields, and did everything he could to make life easier for them. But he never stopped studying. Every night, when the work was done, Ali would take out his books, even if the light from the small oil lamp wasn't enough. He would read and practice his lessons, knowing that education was his path to a better future. But there were times when Ali felt like giving up. He would look at the other children in the village who seemed to have everything they wanted. He would feel sad and think, why do they have more than me? Why can't I have the same things? One evening, after a particularly difficult day, Ali sat outside his house, looking up at the stars. His mother sat next to him and gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "Ali," she said, "I know things are hard, but remember, dreams are like stars. You may not be able to touch them right now, but they will always guide you. Keep following your dreams, and one day you will reach them." Those words stayed with Ali. Every time he felt tired or discouraged, he thought about the stars. He knew that as long as he didn't give up, he could reach his dreams. One day, something amazing happened. Ali's school announced that there was a scholarship for the best student in the village. The scholarship would allow the winner to go to a big school in the city, where they would get an education, food, books, and even a place to stay. It was a dream come true for Ali, but it was also a huge challenge. He studied even harder, waking up early in the morning and staying up late at night. He would study under the dim light of the oil lamp, poring over his books, determined to win. He didn't have the same advantages as the other students, but he had something they didn't have: his heart, his determination, and his dreams. The day of the exam arrived. Ali was nervous, but he took a deep breath and remembered his mother's words about the stars. He sat down and did his best. The questions were hard, but Ali didn't give up. He answered each one with care, and when he finished, he felt proud of himself. He knew he had done his best. Weeks later, the results were announced. Ali's heart was pounding as the teacher called out the name of the winner. When Mr. Ahmed said, "Ali has won the scholarship," Ali couldn't believe it. He had won. His dream was coming true. He ran home, shouting with joy, "Mother, Father, I won the scholarship. I am going to the city." His parents were overjoyed. They hugged him tightly, tears of happiness in their eyes. "You did it, my son. You made your dream come true," his father said. "I'm so proud of you, Ali," his mother whispered. That night, Ali looked up at the stars again. This time, he didn't just see a distant dream. He saw a bright future shining down on him. Ali moved to the city and started his studies at the big school. It was difficult at first. The city was noisy and crowded, and the other students came from rich families. They had everything: new clothes, expensive shoes, and the latest books. Ali didn't have any of these things. But he had something more important: a burning desire to succeed. He studied harder than ever. He made friends, and although some of the students were surprised by his background, they admired his work ethic. Ali's teachers saw his potential, and they supported him every step of the way. Slowly, Ali began to feel at home in the big school. His family missed him, but they were so proud of his achievements. Ali would write letters to his parents, telling them about his studies and how much he missed them. They would send him small packages with food and clothes, and each letter from home filled Ali's heart with love and strength. Years passed, and Ali became one of the best students at the school. He graduated with honors and received job offers from many big companies. But Ali didn't forget his roots. He remembered the small village where he came from, the people who had helped him, and the struggles he had faced. He decided to return to his village. He wanted to build a school for other poor children, just like him, who dreamed of a better life. He wanted to give them the same chance he had, so they could learn, grow, and chase their dreams. Ali built a school in the village, and soon many children came to learn. Some were shy, some were scared, but Ali encouraged them to believe in themselves. "Your dreams are like stars," he would tell them. "You can't touch them now, but they will guide you if you keep moving forward." Ali's story spread far and wide. He had gone from a poor boy with nothing to a man who changed the lives of many. His family was proud of him, and the village was forever grateful. And so Ali's dream lived on. Not just in the city, but in the hearts of every child who learned at his school. Ali knew that dreams, no matter how big or small, were worth chasing, because with hard work, determination, and love, anything was possible. Thank you for watching Ali's story. I hope it inspired you to never give up on your dreams. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Remember, like Ali, you can achieve great things if you work hard and keep believing. Please subscribe for more stories and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and keep dreaming.